know you're somewhere, somewhere.
Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today's Scorpio, you have Dove Spirit Beat piece number 21. What's interesting about this is I feel like whatever decision you're making, you're very much at peace with. Like, you're very much like, I'm doing this and I'm okay with it, and like whoever doesn't get it, I don't really care. This is my decision, it's my life, like this is what I want to do, and that's it. We have like a synchronization here too. We have 7-2 or 2-7, right? But that makes a 5, 7 minus 2, and then we have 5-7 here. So we have 5-7, 5-7. So you're like, I don't care. Like, you want these two energies to be the same. Like, you want everyone to be on board with it, and if they're not, you're okay with the fact that not everyone's on board with it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when I say you want people on board with it, you want your family to be on board with it, but if they're not, you're okay with that. Like, you've accepted the fact that like you cannot please everyone, and I think that's actually a really beautiful thing to come. Like, we can all say like, oh, I don't really care what people say about me, I don't really care what people think about me, but in reality, it's a whole different ball game. When people are really actually not liking what you're doing, or people are actually opposed to what you're doing, and you're still going to do it anyway. So I just see here, Scorpio, like, you're going to make a decision to do something. You want everyone to be on board, but at this, like, you're going to let everyone know you're not doing anything secretly, but at the same time, like, if people don't want you to do that, you don't care. You got what I'm saying? And that's what I'm getting. So you're either sending this message out to like your family about what you're going to do, or you're sending a message out to somebody and you're like, I hope everyone's on board with this, but if they're not, it's okay. And I think that's what the peace of mind is bringing you. Like, that fact that you just don't care anymore. The fact that like you want to do what you want to do, and you're comfortable within yourself to know that that's the right decision for you, and you don't really care what anybody else thinks. So I really like this, Scorpio, because it's like some sort of independence from, I think, from the mind, you know, an independent, like, you're not, again, your mind is always a part of you, obviously, but you're not letting your mind and fear dictate your decisions at this time. So Scorpio, that's what I'm getting. Let's see what you're about to go do, or let's see what's, you know, what you want your family to be on board with, or, you know, what moves are you making right now, basically, Scorpio. So Scorpio, I see here that you begin this read and you end this read with a message. So again, I see you very much going to message someone. And what's interesting is we have a lot of masculine energy here. So I feel like I'm talking to a masculine, even though we have a water sign out here. Again, the energies can be reversed. I don't feel like this is you, Scorpio, this feminine energy. I feel like I'm talking to this person, the father, the king of fire. So you might have fire in your chart, you might have Aries in your chart, so Aries, Leo, Sag, or just Aries. But I think it's more of an energy. That's what I'm getting with this read. It's more of an energy, not more of like the signs of who's who. It's more of like, there's this masculine energy who in the meditative session was saying, I want to do something. I'm at peace with like what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I don't care what like other people have to say. I'm not afraid of like what people might think. I'm not afraid of like the past. I'm just opening myself up to this person again. I think you know this person, because I see that there was an ending to the situation. There was some sort of like finality to this relationship. And what's interesting is that I see with Destiny and the Six of Cups underneath it, it's like something happened in this relationship that I think caused fear, and then, you know, two people just were like, okay, let's end this relationship. But with the Six of Cups in reverse and Destiny in reverse, it tells me that it was more than just a romance. It was a friendship with this person. And now I feel like, you know, the fear caused, you know, an ending, but somebody here is like, that was irrational. You know, it was kind of stupid, honestly, to end things with this person. I just see somebody being like, you know what, I think the right thing to do would be to like communicate with this person. Just send this person a message. Like, it's not that serious. Communication is the only way to open up this, you know, to open up a cord between me and this person. I have to say something, you know what I mean? Or nothing will ever happen. So that's why I feel like communication is like the big thing here. We have the Eight of Wands, the message, and then the Ace of Swords. So I definitely see somebody here who's like, you know, the two of you haven't spoken for a while. The two of you have like ended things a long time ago. You know, you have not seen each other for a while. This is like something that ended a while ago with the Death card. Again, but it was nothing, I don't think it was something that sat right with either one of you, because with Destiny in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse, it was like, wow, we were really, I just feel like this energy, like two people who were like, you know, they fit into each other's lives kind of perfectly. And the fact that like things ended, I'm starting to get a lot of pain in my heart, and I'm starting to get a lot of throat energy, like I feel like kind of crying. So something here really like bad happened, and I think two people just were like, okay, let's end this. But meanwhile, or one person was just like, okay, we need to end this. And maybe family was an influence in the past, because the family is here, you know, the family card is here. But that's why I'm saying, like, the person, I feel like it's this masculine. They're like, I'm going to go do something, and I just don't really care what anybody has to say anymore. Like, I like this person, I care about this person, I want to go talk to this person, and that's it. We have the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Love card. You know what I mean? Like, this person just cares. And they've never forgotten about this past person. And I think it shows a lot of how the energy is changing within this person. The fact that they don't care what others think. I think that's what puts this person into an Emperor energy. Because again, the Emperor is doing what's best for them. Even if it's a hard thing, even if they're being opposed, they do what's best for them. And I'm also getting here that with the Two of Cups and the Five of Swords in reverse, I think that this person, this masculine energy, tried really hard to pretend like this was not for them, right? They were not being authentic to themselves when they kept saying to others, and like maybe they talked a lot of shit, to be honest. There's a lot of sword energy here. There's a lot of like talk energy here. So it's like either two people, it's weird, the energy in this read. It's, you know, we're not going to talk to each other. We're going to end everything like abruptly. And then now I want to open up a line of communication, which is a really big deal. Like, again, it's like I have not spoken to this person in a long time. That's what it feels like. And I'm about to open up a line of communication with them. As the Emperor, about how I feel that, you know, whatever happened between us really affected me. I feel like really sad with all these cups spilled. It was the Nine of Cups. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like all the cups that had spilled were really, like, they really affected two people. That's what I'm getting. Like, it was not just like, we have the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So it's like, yeah, and the Five of Cups in reverse. It's just so many cups spilled. I feel a lot of tears. I feel a lot of like sadness. I feel a lot of crying, to be honest. On both people's sides, I just feel sadness. And it's like, why can't I just bridge the gap between us? Why did I choose to run away or end this abruptly when meanwhile, like, I still have a lot of care and love for this person? Maybe like something happened and it was like, it seems trivial now, but it was not trivial in that moment. Or maybe it was not trivial at all, but at the end of the day, like, love kind of conquered you guys. Like, I don't know. It just feels like a lot of tears were shed. A lot of opinions were given. We have a lot of sword energy here too. So it's like a lot of opinions about this relationship were spoken. Meanwhile, I just think at the end of the day, like, you know, you can complain about a person all you want, but at the end of the day, like, if you love this person, you love this person. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want to be with this person, you want to be with this person. It doesn't matter how much you complain about them. If like 3 years later, this is the only person you really want to be with, then it's like, you know, that's exactly what I feel like is happening here. It's like, I chose to walk away from this. I was a little bit inauthentic, and now I'm like reaping those, that realization comes to me that it's like, why am I even forcing myself to be away from someone that I care about? Like, obviously the love is still there with the love coming up right. It's just crazy, this read. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird feeling. It's like someone's just gonna go for it. With the Four of Swords, it's someone has been, I feel like this feminine energy has been away, like resting, recharging away. Like, this person has not been in this other person's life. And it's interesting because with marriage and thoughts, it's like this person, again, there's a deep love between these two people. I don't understand, again, whatever happened here, it just felt wrong. And I think, you know what's weird is that we have the devil, and the devil kept coming up at the bottom of the deck. Like I would shuffle and the devil was still there. I would shuffle and the devil was still there. So I think there's a lot of fear on both sides for two people, or somebody could have Capricorn in their chart here, or Capricorn might be involved somehow in this read. But I feel like the devil is just this overwhelming fear. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, your fear is going to come true. It just means that the fear is actually something that keeps somebody up at night, or something that like factors into this whole equation. And I feel like working from fear is really, really negative. And I think that's actually why this ended, because of fear, right? Because of like, what if this happened? What if that happened? Or this is starting to happen and this is starting to happen. Fear is really like, maybe fear was like the major factor in this being fucked up. You know what I mean? This relationship ending. And now I see like fear is the only thing keeping these two apart still. So there's like two people, I don't know who it is exactly, but fear needs to kind of be the thing that gets out of this equation, because fear is what is actually keeping these two apart. Exactly, because somebody wants to apologize, someone wants to come in, someone wants to talk. And I usually don't like the Page of Cups in this read, but I actually feel like the Page of Cups is authentic with the Ten of Cups underneath. You know what I mean? The Ten of Cups underneath with the Page and the Marriage card, it's like actually someone's really serious here. Actually, somebody means what they say. Actually, someone might come in and just be like, yeah, I want to talk to you. But in reality, this person has a lot of plans for the two of them. Or, you know, they had a lot of plans for the two of them. And they're like, maybe I can like fix this relationship with this person. So yeah, I honestly see someone coming in to fix a relationship from the past. And I think that there's so much hurt and pain. And the devil coming out shows me that like fear. There's a lot of fear. You know, a lot of fear, but I think that this can be solved with just a conversation. And that's why I feel like, again, this person just sending out a message and bridging the gap between the two of them is like actually what's so important. Because again, you can think about a person every day, but if you don't talk to them, like how is that person going to know? Do you know what I'm saying? Or you can have a lot of love for a person, but if you don't say it or you don't express it, then where does that go? Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe both people feel the same way, but if you don't express it or communicate it. So I think the biggest issue for maybe this masculine has been the actual communication. Because again, I'm getting a lot of energy of like emotions and then sword, like communicate, like we need to communicate, we need to talk, we could bridge the gap, but not that never seemed to be something that could happen because of this intense amount of fear. So now I feel like someone's gonna actually be like, you know what? Let's just work this out. And I feel like that's actually bringing someone a lot of peace. And I think it is this masculine. Again, I don't think this person cares what anybody has to say. At the end of the day, it's like, whatever happened between us in the past, I kind of want that to stay in the past, in terms of like, whatever hurt happened here, whatever pain happened here, it's like, can we bridge the gap between us and like work together? So I think this is an authentic offer if you're connected to this person, the Scorpio. Again, this masculine's coming in with wand energy, which I think is actually really important because it kind of dismisses the fear. It's kind of like nerves because you're going to do something a little ballsy, but at the same time, it's good nerves. It's not like nerves because, again, it could be nerves of fear, which is actually something that, again, I feel like I should warn you guys against, that fear is what can ruin this. I feel like fear is what ruined this in the first place, and fear can ruin this again because there is actually a lot of potential for the two of you here. So my question is like, again, don't let the fear of the unknown, the fear of the future be a reason to not be together. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, one of us might fuck up late in the future. Let's just not be together. Like, that's really stupid. So let's pull some advice for you guys. So yeah, with this Scorpio, I do see Fatima here, the mother of imams. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So when I get this card, I honestly feel like there could be a difference in religion or culture. So that could be something that is like, has affected this relationship. Maybe not for both of you, but for one of you, for the masculine or the feminine. It's been in the back of their mind like, well, we're not of the same culture, we're not of the same religion, we're not, maybe that makes us incompatible. And I feel like that's another reason that I was getting in the meditative session, like someone's telling their family, like, I'm doing this and I don't care. again, it could be because of religion. It could be because of cultural things. Like, again, like, you two are not the same anything, and that makes family fearful. And that could have been a deciding factor, like, let this person go, you need someone more like you, whatever. And that's why I feel like someone is silencing that, especially in their mind. It's like, I don't need anybody that's the same religion or culture as me. I just need this person because this is a person that I have love for at the end of the day. Like, this is as simple as that. And I think with inspiration here, I think the salamander and the black pepper, somebody here, exactly. I keep saying I think, and usually when I do a reading, I feel. I say I feel, and I'm saying I think, I think, I think. So again, I think someone has been, someone has really been in their head. Again, a sword energy. And overthinking this. And again, that's the wrong way to do this, because I feel there is a lot of love here. So there's no question of, is there love? The question is, can the love overcome the fear? Like, the fear of the fact that there was a breakup maybe in the past, the fear that, you know, we're not compatible because of who we are and where we live, etc. Like, if that is going to be if those are the deciding factors, then obviously this is ruined, right? Because they're not of the same religion, you're not of the same culture, and you don't live near each other. Maybe you don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that, if that's what matters to you, of course it's going to be a deciding factor, and that obviously then I would say this would be wrong for you. But I think that with St. Bridget here talking about light, I think that 3D constructs are part of, like, the dark. You know, they're the things that keep us separate, right? Like, who we are, what our jobs are, what culture we are, you know. In a lot of beautiful ways, it can bring people together, right? But I don't think it should ever be a reason to keep people apart, right? Like, 3D things are never meant to be something to, like, burden us. I feel like they're meant to just bring more love into this universe, right? And how do you do that? It's like sharing food from one culture to another. I feel like everyone loves trying people's food, like trying another person's food. They're like, oh my God, this is amazing, right? Like, I've never had this in my life. This is the best thing that I've ever had. Like, how have I been missing out on this? Well, you know, you would never have been shown that if it wasn't for that, like, person bringing you into their culture, or like bringing you into a restaurant where you could experience their cuisine, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, 3D construct should never be a reason to keep people apart. I think it should be a reason to celebrate and to, like, have even more love, right? And I think that if you look at it in that way, then that's what I feel like St. Bridget is trying to say. Like, look at it in the light. Like, don't look at it in the negative. Look at it in the positive, right? The devil, I feel like, will always be in the back of your mind if you look at the negatives, right? If you look at the negatives of, like, we're different, or we broke up, and, like, again, like, the negatives are things that I think there will always be negatives. That's what I'm trying to say. There will always be, like, there's a dark and a light to everything. But if you look at the light, there is more light in this situation. There is more positives in this situation. There is more room for love. I feel like love at the end of the day is just the answer to this question. Like, if there is love, and it's coming up right under the love card. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. Exactly. Like, your soul is your compass right now, and not your brain. So that's why I kept saying, I think, I think, I think. You don't have to think, you just have to feel. If you go by how you feel, then you will be at peace. Okay, Scorpio? So Scorpio, good luck. I love you. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.